My name is Ren Avant, and I am the first kidney transplant recipient here at Sacred Heart Hospital, Pensacola, Florida.
Less than 2 years after his kidney transplant, Ren Avant returned to Sacred Heart Hospital. Not for a checkup this time. He came to tell the story of the gift that saved his life.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I cannot preach how important it is to be an organ donor. Actually, I was an organ donor before I even had my transplant. I always was an organ donor myself.
For Ren, speaking at Sacred Heart's celebration of National Donate Life Month wasn't easy. How do you tell in a few minutes what it's like to wait years for a transplant that you need to live? The physician who performed Ren's transplant also spoke. What he shared first were not words, they were tears.
You know, appreciate the sacrifices of the donor families. Huge. Huge. I'm a crybaby.
Why did you tear up?
It's for the donors. You start out knowing the loss, you know, the pain of the family, and so you carry that with you.
If you think Pensacola is too small to support a kidney transplant program, think again. Less than 3 years after it began, it has nearly 200 kidney failure patients listed for transplant, and that will likely rise. It's a reflection of a national problem. Of the nearly 114,000 patients waiting for transplants in America, more than 80% are waiting on kidneys.
In this part of Florida, there's an epidemic of hypertension, high blood pressure, diabetes, and obesity, unfortunately. And these things result in a very high rate of kidney disease. So our community has a lot of people that have chronic kidney disease, and many people that are on chronic dialysis.
The average wait for a North Florida recipient who receives a kidney from a deceased donor is 3 to 4 years.
It's scary because it's that unknown. You just don't know, and you kind of wonder, because I was on the transplant list since 2011, and you kind of like, am I ever going to get this transplant? But I was always patient, and I always believed in God, and I was always told my wife all the time, my time's coming.
Ren's time did come, and his life is good. He plans to speak up for organ donor registration often to honor his donor.
His life is going to not only be, less painful because he's not on dialysis, but he will live longer because he was transplanted. So he's leading a full life, actually. Yeah.
Because somebody else out there said yes, huh?
Correct.
For Sacred Heart's kidney transplant program, the short-term future includes the start of a living kidney donor program. Longer term, possibly a pediatric renal transplant program. For Ren, the future looks so bright because a stranger he will never meet said yes.
The main thing I would tell my donor, my brother, my sister, whoever my donor is thank you so much for the life that you had given me.